Wow. About to take a game against Rookhugger.
Good evening, everyone. We are live, a little bit late, with Stun City Cyber, streaming Fantasy Strike right here in Toronto Top Tiers 2. It's going to be an exciting week. This is the last Toronto Top Tiers tournament before Anime Evo, which is happening this weekend. Over 200 entrants, so this is a good chance for a lot of players to warm up. I'm joined today by C Weezy and Leontes.
Hello.
Hello. How's it
Yo,
going?
yo, yo. Trying to stay cool, trying to stay hydrated. It's getting kind of warm down here in SoCal. I don't know how it is in Canada.
Oh, it's getting cooler up here. I don't know about you.
Hot as heck where I am.
You're like West Coast. West Coast is always like, every time I look at the weather for
The best?
West Coast,
Yeah,
it's
we're
like
the best.
above average for like the past 10 years. But anyways, for those that don't know, we're playing Fantasy Strike. If you haven't heard of this game before, I've got an employee from the team, Serlin Games, who's going to tell us all about it.
Yo, yeah. So this is Fantasy Strike. My name is Leontes. I'm the community manager and marketing director for the game. It is a strategically difficult yet mechanically elegant fighting game for the PS4, Switch, and Steam. We got crossplay among all platforms. We got rollback netcode. You can find out more at discord.gg/fantasystrike. Hang out with us, talk about the game, find matches and tournaments, etc. And now it's easier than ever to do that because the game is now free to play. You can play as all 12 characters online. You don't have to grind to unlock them. Stay free. You can play against people in the casual and ranked queues. You can play offline against AI, and you can get training mode with all 12 characters. If you want more features, such as local versus, and the ability to play against your friends online, buy the core pack, which is about $20 USD. So thank you all for supporting us. We hope to make a lot more content for you in the future.
Indeed, and with that said, we're going to get moving with our tournament today. Standard double elimination tournament. First to two all the way except for grand finals, which is first to three. This is the 1 versus 1 format, so loser can switch characters between matches. And we're getting right into it. What's up, chat?
Yeah, we got a light one today. Most people are probably preparing for the tournament this weekend. We're up to 208 people for Anime Evo. Weezy, are you prepared?
I'm ready every single day.
Born ready.
Okay,
Alright, so our first match is going to be Heart versus Alien Toy Shop.
Okay, Hard G21. Have not actually seen this player yet. Try to find that bracket too. There it is. Okay, yeah, looking in, we got MKL, Mr. X, Pirate King, Meaningless Name, Monorail. Monorail back. Had a hiatus last week, I believe. Now, Monorail not competing in Anime Evo this weekend. Maybe he doesn't have the time to do so. Okay. I think they're just waiting to get the go-ahead to get started. And we've let the players know. Should be getting in that now.
Oh, I let them know.
Yep.
Actually, I've never seen both of these players at our tournaments before, so hopefully they have a good experience. I'll welcome them aboard. Heart and Alien Toy Shop. Thank you for giving us a shot. Hope to see more of you.
There we go. Monorail, you did not sign up for Anime Evo. I am 100% certain of that because I just seeded it the other day after the signups went down. And I unfortunately cannot add you now because that would shuffle the seeds around a ton as well. So I'm very sorry about that. To the matchup, we got Alien Toy Shop on Onimaru, Heart on Valerie, and a lot of keyboard clicking from Safety Man. I'm not sure if that can be heard on screen.
Ooh. So, Hart, like, he looked like he just attacked him with the parry. Why did he do that? If you can cross up the parry, that's worth it. So I think Hart gave that a shot.
Sure.
Didn't work out that time. That's okay.
Yeah, this matchup in particular is the Valerie Smother Hug Fest. Oh, you can't hit throw twice.
Now he can set up his beautiful Clockwork Children, and we'll see if they can help their dad to a victory. So far, so good. Good use of the jump C. Nice. Yeah,
That was
Valerie
almost good enough.
Valerie desperately wants to escape the touch of those children, but if she tries to use the jump C, you have to be ready to react, and here it comes. Oh, walk back out of range, huh?
Oh, walked into it. And we got Chip here, yeah. Let's wait for it. Easy back A punish. No, not quite, but still got the
not
jump
actually a
back.
punish.
That is
Not a
back A,
punish.
right?
Back A will punish, yes. It may have whiffed from that range. I'm not sure.
Might have been a little bit too far, yeah.
Okay, gets some
1,
lead
2,
setup.
3.
Damage. Ooh, very risky to do versus Valerie, but here's the throw.
Disc online.
Hart has a
Disc on
chance. Ooh, got counter hit. That's the thing, when you're fighting Onimaru, you have to hit confirm. If you swing into the divide and conquer, you're getting divide and bonkered.
Bonkered. Yeah, I knew that was coming next. Look at that Master Sword with the blue,
Look at that thing.
blue hilt.
I think that was given to him by Anduin, it looks like.
It does look like a variant skin, doesn't it?
It looks like a town guard, really. And there's a whole. Okay, didn't get launched by the Spirit Fire, but still knocked down into the unavoidable. Oh, Valerie had super, so could have been avoided. Rainbow's in, 2 hits. Get out of here, Armor. Oh no, here we go. Here come the children. The beautiful robot children. Big damage into B. Oh, just out of range.
Alright, we want to do a PSA right now, folks. If you're watching the stream and you think that Valerie Jump C is an appropriate way to enter combat with other people, please stop. It'll eventually stop working.
It's really good versus Quince, it turns out.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe you could do some Jump C against Setsuki if you're all just dance. Oh my god.
Getting bounced on the bots. Onimaru, just the leader of worlds here. Good. Oh, it's getting Hart just not familiar with the matchup. You just gotta attack in.
Yeah, use those Rekkas.
Yeah.
Walk up throw.
Again, the throw. Toy Shot's been Yomi countering constantly. Hart seems to only throw. Oh, the 3 damage jump A. Wow, that jump A is so powerful.
I was actually going to say we saw a nearly disproportionate amount of baby robots in that match, strictly because there was a lot of Yomi counters. Like
you have to press the advantage. Yeah, you press the advantage. The Valerie does have an annoying time dealing with them. She doesn't want to. So you got to. I think they're more valuable than the ground super because the ground super, because he ducks so low to the ground, it's very difficult for Onimaru to actually like hit the moves he needs to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the children give you a lot of stage presence, which you normally don't have.
Yeah. Like, so against the zoners, like, you typically do need the ground super to trade and, like, fight back against some of the projectiles, but against other characters who want to get in on you, baby robots are a nice little, it's like a bubble shield effect that can be huge damage. Did those guys play 2 matches? I think they didn't, right?
They did.
That was 2?
No, that was 2.
That was 2.
What?
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
delete my message? Okay, all right. No, you know what? You're right. I remember seeing the win pose. It was that fast.
When you get booty slapped by Onimaru, like he really
Yeah,
sends you back home.
the Shadow Realm.
Try
for
again,
sure.
yeah. Not messing around. He knows his tactics. I'm glad you liked Divide and Bonkers.
Yeah, Wheezy Rhyme game has been getting stronger every week.
Here's the thing I've learned about it, is that instead of worrying about if the rhyme you say is going to make no sense and be total trash, instead, just say whatever comes to mind.
Yeah.
And eventually you get better.
There's people out there who think that the way you write a book or a song or make art is that you spend all your time focusing on like one piece, right? Like you make your one book and you spend 10 years making that one book. But really, the best strat is to make 1,000 books where 999 of them are garbage. And then the 1,000th one is probably going to be great. So it's the same approach, right?
Oh, nice Hold B anti-air, the classic. It's classic now. This game's been out for a year.
Yeah,
nice Hold B again.
It feels like longer to me.
Well, because it's been on early access for so long as well.
Yeah, we started working on this game 5 years ago, folks.
Yeah.
Games take a long time.
I saw. I'm not talking about the matchups. Oh, great Hold B anti-air. Setsuki, the big hurt box on the jump C, comes up quite a bit if you have to use that jump A to sneak over stuff. I remember when Grave, the alpha body, had like Grave written on his chest, so the reverse would work right.
Mm-hmm.
They were testing the side switch. That was funny. That was also when the game had 5 buttons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was you know, the games go through a lot of iteration before they find what works. And Monorail finding what works right there. And that's the win summon. Can be annoying for Setsuki, and great use of the fireballs in neutral. Momo has to make this work. Good job dodging. Getting in. Jump in. Has to worry about super. Baiting it.
Oh,
and the anti-air. The anti-air grab. A lot of Setsuki's come out with the kick. Momo managing. The trick to doing that anti-air grab is whiffing the first hit. Yes, he can't get over it with the jump C. You have to use jump A.
Good slow fireballs there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, get away.
Imagine to get with the trade for the win, the anti-air fireball. I'm most proud whenever I anti-air fireball something. Oh, boom. Okay. Ooh, catches the jump back. The meaty jump C's. Ooh, I don't know what's gonna happen. Walking with throw. Oh, he's holding up. Maybe tried to air parry it? That would have been a big style. That's a stylish move, but you know. Oh, I got the slide in, but Mono with the throw and the mix-up. Super escapes. The jump B not quite meaty. Here's the mix-up now.
Oh no, you gotta take your damage.
Free sword every time against that B. The ground B, not a mix-up versus Grave. Still usable. Not a mix-up tool.
Usable in neutral. You can catch projectiles. You can chip out with it. You can get guaranteed damage off forward A.
Good jump A there. Not using the jump C. This is not going to punish. And 1, 2, 3.
Momo RE.
I'll see you. I'll see you when I win my round 3. I don't know.
my third round.
Yes, that was this. I couldn't say third round. That would work.
Yeah.
Dodging the sword. Okay. Oh, the A whiffs the bit of pushback from the jump A, just pushing Grave out of range. Jump A's in. Jump A's in. Big combo. There goes the wind.
Okay.
Big going in.
Can't do it. Oh,
yeah,
super. Monorail had the set right there.
Gets counter hit trying to do jump C. One thing about using super there is that if Setsuki does the kick, lots of times you just hit for 1. So then, why didn't you just use sword? You know?
Sure.
So, Monorail sticking with the tried and true. So you don't feel blue.
Round 1.
Now, Momo with the Jaina. Not happy with the Setsuki results. You know, I like the character swap. But so far, Monorail, the Fireball Master Grave, gets in with the B. Here comes the mix-ups. Oh yeah, good pressure. Jump in, jump out.
Round 2.
Momo might have thought that they were getting some pressure let off, but Monorail going right back in. Oh, the big zap. That's actually unsafe to throw. You have to try and throw that. -4. It can be pretty tricky to actually be in range for that. But
holding it way too long.
Yeah, the jump B. Excellent reaction.
Nice,
But
nice,
the
nice,
DP,
nice.
Yeah, DP is actually guaranteed versus Graves jump B, essentially.
Round 3.
Mm-hmm.
Fight.
Because it hits that landing recovery. More fireballs. This is where Jaina shines in this matchup. Grave has no win. Knockdown and just using the jump fireballs to get in pressure. I like the idea. Knockdown and the jump over. And the hold B in the air. Just Monorail staying on the ground. No reason to use that hold B. It's very tricky for Grave to actually punish that.
Yeah.
Most of the time you have to walk up throw, but at that kind of range, maybe you don't have one. Avoiding the big fireball with the jump C. Very powerful. Just doing nothing. Good job, and now has the advantage.
Just gets in, yeah.
Tough for Grave. Got the cross up. Great job to Momo.
Yeah, you'd think that Grave having like 2 anti-airs, 3 even, like that he has some answer against Jaina dive kick, but it's actually not that easy for him.
It's very difficult. His anti-airs hit slightly in front of his head, and Jaina jumps right on his head, so a little bit of whiff. But Monorail getting the advantage. Win summon, you know, that's where Grave shines. And goes, good job hit confirming. Hit confirming, very difficult. Like lots of times Jaina jump A will be just like that 1 frame less advantage and it won't combo. Momo ready and sees the sword.
And Momo just doesn't really want to block projectiles. Like, it's okay to block 1. It's taking a little bit extra damage trying to get over those wind fireballs.
Round
Monorail ready for the wake up DP. Yeah, getting knocked down is worse because like the wind, it can only deal. That's not a punish. You have to use back A. You see that? You saw the blue flash on the forward A. It means it hit meaty.
Ooh,
Here's
that's
the damage. Yes. Momo in trouble here, but gets the throw. The jumpy whiffed.
Oh,
Well,
that's
that's safe. Yeah, but using Monorail just going for pressure. Last chip. Monorail trying to jump in, trying to get that, desperate to get that last chip.
Yeah, wind just ruins that air super.
Yeah, the jump B is just really not working out for Momo at all. Try to get in. Use that pressure. The trade no good. Good blocks.
Ooh.
But did not, you know, it was thought neutral A might hit, but just out of range. Empty jump throw. The mix-ups are real. Super hits. Yep. Jump A safe jumps, but jump B does not safe jump unless you're really, really like meaty on it. It's very difficult to do with that move. The Yomi counter to win it. Monorail looking strong. The matchup change seemed to go in Momo's favor at first, but 4-2 was the same as the first game.
Yep.
I think. So great job to Monorail. You know, a lot of those rounds are pretty close, so, you know, sometimes the round score and the game score doesn't tell the whole story. You have to watch the whole thing, but
Yep.
yeah, great job.
Looks like we have Fireblur and Mr. X coming up next. I'm not sure if Mr. X is off the Rook train. I know that they've been playing a lot of Setsuki lately.
I think Mr. X told me when I was streaming the other day that he was planning on playing Setsuki, so we'll see.
I mean, if you're gonna like main one character in like in the single tournament, like she's not a bad main, I think.
Oh, is MKL signed up for this?
He is.
I'm excited.
Setsuki.
Got the skins, nice.
Oh boy. When is the Redbubble Sterling store gonna get updated with that Setsuki shirt? Come on. There is
Yeah,
a
that
Sterling
shirt.
store on there.
Oh, like
You
I remember
don't
there
know.
being one from way long ago and has like really cringe like
It's still
Midoriya
there.
shirts and stuff. Let's find
It's
it.
still there.
One.
You can look for it right now.
Heading right to it.
You can buy the
Oh yeah, the Yomi shirt.
Yeah.
The pixel,
yeah.
the pixel cast.
Hell yeah. Okay, Mr. X getting in, but getting Yomi countered. Fireblur ready to set up some offense against Satsuki. Unfortunately, she gets to jump back. Now has to be wary of that ground super, but doing a good job waiting till Satsuki's at the max range. And Mr. X trying to do it, but you can't mix up that versus Brave with that move. Not a mix up ever. But here's the throw punish. Here's the chance.
Nice. And chip
One chip.
sit-ups.
Ooh, just backed away.
Scared.
You don't have to be scared of Brave when he only has Sword. Sword is a really bad reversal.
Yeah, as long as
Very
you don't mash.
easy to do. It's hard to do moves that don't beat the Sword, really.
Yeah.
27 frame startup or something.
You just can't do like 2 or 3 moves, which is where people get in trouble, right?
Nice anti-air super from Fireblur. Here's the mix-up. Good blocks. Trying to jump in. Taking the opportunity when Fireblur misses the jump. Yeah, the jump A, very obnoxious versus Brave.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh no, doesn't go for the chip setup.
Jumps back out of it. Fireblur was ready for the grab. Mr. X only showing grab so far.
How easy can Grave get out of jump, like meaty kunai, jump cape kunai?
It's every part of it.
Okay, so you wouldn't do that one, right? You would do the kunai. If the kunai gets blocked, you do jump cape forward A, B, and that would win, right?
You have to do super. Because remember, the first hit of B doesn't do chip.
Okay.
So you need super. Like, it's not free versus Brave.
Sure.
If you have super, though...
Big fireball.
Yeah, good big fireball. If you have super and you make him block a kunai, you can do it. Or you can do the jump CC on the other side, and then A super, and that chips. Oh, could be a block or a throw.
Yeah.
Nope, good blocks.
Doesn't get the damage.
Yeah, it doesn't go for the 4 damage punish.
That would have been the round.
Yes, that would have been the round, but Mr. X still might be able to pull that out. Good job. Jump A. You know, just take some pressure. Sees Graves jumping.
These are first to threes now? Oh wait,
No.
this is absolutely the wrong commentary.
Hello.
Exactly. Welcome to Fantasy Strike. These are not first to threes. That guy wants to play Street Fighter? Weird.
In 2020?
You know, listen, we don't judge here. Whatever weird stuff you want to do on your own time, you can do it.
They got that all characters free thing going on still, right? Maybe that's still going on.
Ooh, it's gonna be a big punish.
Yeah,
no, he
What?
did the empty one. Yeah.
That looked like a command grab whip,
That looked
but
like
I
the
guess it
command
wasn't.
grab one. But no, Mr. X doing the empty one, which can trick reversals. Oh, not able to whiff punish.
Pom pom. Oh, gotta do the shell.
Oh, this is gonna be blocked as well. No! Mr. X must have been hitting a button. And the throw to win it. Fireblur takes game 1.
You lose.
See what Mr. X does, sticking with the plan.
Round 1. Fight.
Mr. X is taking so many hits here. Very hard to pull that back. You have to fight against a very strong defense.
Fight.
Brave good at everything, really. Rush down, jump attacks, throws fireballs, has a great anti-air. Has a air super that, you know, comes in clutch. But here comes Mr. X. Has to avoid the super, is doing so, but maybe a bit too timid. While you do want to avoid getting super from Graves, you still have to attack. You have to find a way. Ground B, not hitting, just dodging underneath. Fireblur with the combination of fireballs and jump A's. Great job. It's very hard to get through that trap. Fireblur throwing the fireball and then doing a guess jump A as an anti-air. You know, you have to use all the anti-air tools you have. Neutral A looks like the most obvious one, but sometimes it's not the best option. Same thing. See Satsuki go back to the full screen. Oh, it catches. No combo though. Maybe it was too high.
Might not
Maybe
have
thought
worked.
they were too high.
She didn't seem to like pop up too much.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. But
Yeah,
Fireblur
GGs.
with the rushdown.
You lose.
I thought Satsuki was the rushdown character, but it turns out Graves mix-ups are just as nasty.
Well, Grave checks he checks the stats and he says, "Does this opponent have a anti-air?" No. Oh, well, I'm gonna do the thing that they're trying to do to me better.
Yep.
Okay, we got MKL versus Alien Toy Shop now.
Okay, MKL got the bye? Or did he play off stream?
I think we're doing literally all the matches except for like a couple loser side ones.
MKL with the hometown bye.
Collusion.
Wow. Wow. I mean, how can I argue? Why not?
Just for some history, my MKL seeded the bracket.
Oh.
Okay.
Exposed.
Someone has to be number one. Someone has to be number one. Why not pick yourself? Whatever.
I was told that I should put Tony Pepperoni as the number 1 seeded Anime Evo.
Round
And
I was
you
pretty
know,
close to doing it.
You didn't, and here we are. Everyone's sad. Ooh, nice B through the fireball. It's actually, I found with Onimaru, it's better to trade. Because it's very consistent with Jaina when you trade with her fireball that you get the combo. Oh, avoiding all the chip setups. Good job from MKL. Here comes the rush down. Those dive kicks just whiff. Onimaru has a weird standing hurt box. It's so strange. He looks much wider than he is. Because where he's standing, he looks like that's his hurt box, but then he blocks and he like shrinks down to a tiny person.
Yeah, it's
Now-
like Abigail.
Yeah, it's very, very strange. Nice
Ooh, counter hit.
Counter hit. Nice DP. Has to deal with this. Very hard for Onimaru to escape. Oh, gets the pixel away. Has to deal with the spin. And unfortunately, it's going to get... No, not chipped out, right? And great job. Unfortunately, it looks like Onimaru's feet still have a hurt box there. And the air super... Nope. It's the air super from Alien Toy Shop. Gets in. All right. The children did the job. And there's still one around.
2 around.
2 around. Oh, okay. Big damage here. Has the setup. Has to avoid the DP. MKL just in big trouble. You might as well hit a button.
Yeah, it's DP and die or don't DP and die, right?
Yeah, there's really not a lot of options there. And the forward A tried to punish way too slow. Has Jay in the corner. It is possible to parry that big damage. Oh, tried to go big, but even with the high spin, not able to combo. And here comes the rush down. That's going to whiff. Great job from MKL. Taking advantage of the situation.
fight.
Trying to see where it gets him. Gets a big counter hit. Maybe trying to forward A there. It doesn't work against the B spin. Toy Shop is very consistent at spinning through these fireballs. And getting them blockable. Trying to parry the fireball to escape stuff, but it doesn't quite work. Okay, didn't go for parry. Goes for spin. Another one. Has to worry about super now. MKL has to worry about that trade. Oh, just
Man.
whiff! That DP, if Toy Shop had actually spun through the fireball, that DP would have hit. I
Yeah.
hate that when that happens. Like, you do the right thing in response to your opponent, but your opponent messes up. And the super will whiff
that's-
for sure.
Whenever you go for the Yomi counter and they whip their meaty throw,
Yeah.
it's the worst.
And gets a big counter hit. I'm not sure what Toy Shop was pressing. Maybe throw, hoping he would whiff.
7. Fight.
Okay,
Down to the last round.
Ooh,
Oh,
big
not a
trade.
good trade.
Hey, you don't want to trade to the guy who has more health than you.
I think that was definitely an accidental normal from MKL. Probably wanted forward A, but here comes the rush down. Very difficult to deal with. Gets the throw on the for a punish.
Oh, what?
Oh, the whiff DP! Oh no! Toy Shop takes it with style. I don't even know what you do with Jaina. Just shoot a fireball, I guess.
Round 1. Fight.
Because he has no invincibility when Onimaru charges that up. And the parry just managing to whiff. Oh, here comes the Yomi counter. Has to deal with the chip setups. Yeah, DP is free there every single time. Yeah, using those plus frames. Or using 0 frames. Oh, big toy shot mashing throw. Mashing throw again. MKL spots it.
Round 2.
Just dive kick. No mix-up dive kick. Just trying to hit him in the face. Going for DP. No. Good guess from MKL. The parry whiff recovers very fast. You have to be ready for it. A lot faster than you might think. Twitch has the super. Could just try to air super.
What?
No, that's unblockable.
You gotta time that better.
Round
Oh
3.
man, gotta hang in the air.
MKL, maybe not ready for it, you know, still a new character. Not many people going for those type of strategies. It's a lot of DPs from MKL now. And the spin
hit.
through. Not respecting it. There's a DP. Cannot parry that one. Charge unblockable. Basically free. Not a big deal for Onimaru. Has a lot of health. Just trying to get in.
Oh,
That DP, the super punishes the whiff knee.
Round 4. Fight.
Toy Shop looking very strong. And the superior jump seat. Big damage. Okay, usually gets out of trouble. And here's the punish.
just expecting there's gonna be a follow up every time. You
Round 5.
gotta be right.
Fight.
You have to react in this matchup. The
Oh,
DP.
the armor.
Oh! Toy Shop tried to do divide and conquer. There it is. Very common when you jump over Onimaru players. And just locking into it. Gets the throw punish. Here we go. Clockwork charge. DP might still make
Oh,
Ah!
maybe coming. Oh,
walk up
got
throw. The nasty alien Toy Shop frozen. Not sure what to do with the flashing chip. Okay, dive kick in. Toy Shop on the defensive, avoids the DP, but still gets throw punished. He sits there on the ground for so long and catching on the backside. It's actually weaker in the front than on the backside. It's sort of a very strange move. Better at hitting cross-ups. Okay, gets the throw punish, and here's the big super. Just blocked. Charge up to level 3. Or sorry, level 2. Okay, the pressure with the spin. Nice DP. You can reaction DP that every time through your fireballs. And free unblockable, but
Careful.
This is close. When he has
yeah,
super.
nice
oh.
DP again. And here comes the air super. Has to worry about ground super.
No.
There's no invincibility at all.
Round 7.
Essentially, I think that was a gift from Toy Shop to MKL. Just have my super. Oh, the jumps right into it. Maneuver parry. And getting hit by the tactical slice. Tactical slice again.
2 HP left. It's
There
good
we
as dead.
go.
You might as well spend that health, right?
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, unblockable.
Unblockable. Has to worry about spin. No, the DP!
No, everything was going great.
MKL not reacting to the spin, just guessing. You just have to react. And Toy Shop takes it.
2-0.
Very close game.
Extremely close.
Oh! Live footage of Alien Toy Shop
Oh,
cutting
that's-
through MKL.
Oh, that was the
And-
Lum matchup from earlier.
Yeah,
we saw
okay, yeah,
off
that was
stream,
versus
but,
Lum. Licking the sword after is certainly an experience. All right, who's up next?
Give me a sec.
No. No. Oh, if I feel like if I just yell louder, I'll get my way. It works with my mom. I should work here. What? New only win animation where he licks the sword? Yeah. It's a little bit out of character. I could see that for Vendetta. Licking the claw after.
Licking his
Big fan.
fingertip, right? Sorry, her
That is a
fingertip.
weird long finger, yes.
It's not confirmed whether Vendetta is male or female, right?
I'm pretty sure it's a man. In all the chats, it refers to Vendetta as he. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, probably. I have to go check the old like Yomi lore.
Yeah, they introducing whoever what.
Okay, yeah, not much is known about him or his origins, but it is a funky finger. So
It is a big old funky finger.
Man, Vendetta is like such a cool character in Yomi too. I just wish that they were better.
I won an in-tournament match with Vendetta before
Satsuki.
Oh no way.
Can't catch me.
at a Fantasy Strike Expo. I was like, all right, I don't really want to play in this Yomi tournament anymore. So I can pick
play this
Vendetta and
sweet
go for
character.
the big mix-ups.
Yeah.
And wow, did they work.
Round 1.
Mr. MKL versus Mr. X, rivals throughout time.
Yeah, Misters always fight other Misters. That's how we
That's
do.
Nice mix-ups and rush down from MKL. Satsuki has a very hard time dealing with it. And I feel like that's the way Jaina needs to play the matchup. Zoning Satsuki can often be a fool's game.
Ooh, session ended.
Session ended with a big nasty.
Jump back into that soon. We have the 1 round for MKL. I think we'll just reset it and have 1 round. Jaina versus Setsuki up.
Sounds good to me.
It was 0-0. I think he just
Was
won
it
it though,
0-0?
right?
I didn't see. Or I may have connected late.
I'm pretty sure MKL had just won with the last hit.
Yeah, I think that neutral A at the end was the
Yeah.
closer.
Satsuki.
Can't catch me.
Jaina.
You wanna fight?
Alright, so they're gonna concede the first round here, or are they just gonna totally reset? I don't know what the decision was made.
He
So
says
I'm
they can
excited to
restart, but MKL saying whatever. We'll let the scoreboard be real.
Round 1.
Wow.
Fight.
And the big intro from Mr. X
Some
doesn't
confidence
quite
there.
combo against Jaina, and here comes the rushdown. You know, this looks like an instant replay. And this is how Jaina has to play. You might think like, I thought she was a zoner. She was a fireball and DP. Like, no, like Satsuki just gets around fireball so well. All her tools are anti-fireball. So
Very nice there. Good reversal.
Fast for ya. Ha!
Even better,
you have to
Yomi
fight. You have to fight dive kicks with dive kicks, as they say.
Oh,
And the whiff, yeah, Jaina punishing that is awkward because of how Satsuki jumps down. Jumps down. Your jump attack will whiff a ton of the time, so you have to like delay the jump A. It's very strange. Nice anti-air fireball. Just trying to get the throws. You still throw a fireball every once in a while.
neutral A might have juggled there.
Perfect.
Yeah, maybe.
Round 4.
MKL playing very solidly here. Mr. X has to figure something out. Nice DP. No kunais allowed in my house, even though we're outside. But here come the mix-ups. Okay, nice kick through the fireball. 1 damage left. Mr. X playing very slow and cautious. MKL, both players trying to wait for something, and
Can't do that.
And MKL is rewarded for the patience. Easy punish for 2, and the setups. Big counter hit. Mr. X caught mashing. Probably trying to wake up throw. Did not respect the setup. The setup is real. That's a spooky dragon head coming at me. I don't like it. Do not like it.
Yeah, zoners in this game have like pretty good rushdown tools, and the characters that can get in on them, they have to change their game plan completely to adjust to that.
The exception is Arg.
Yeah, he just does. Yeah, that's right. He's the most pure of the zoners, I guess.
Yes. Okay. Great work from MKL. Good hit confirming to the DP. And, you know, the DP costs life, but it does also give you an excellent knockdown. And a good trade, too. Like, any trade where you trade 1 for 1, but you get a knockdown. Like, look, MKL turned that into a win, right? Right off the trade. So, that was an excellent trade. You take that every day of the week. Nice DP. Here comes the air super. Not throwing any fireballs because doesn't want to Mr. X let Mr. X off the hook. Just does attacks while having the fireballs fall from the sky. Hitting those kunais, Mr. X has to figure something out, but the super punish is 100% free. If you are not reacting with Setsuki's ground B, I'm not going to try. You're just going to get blasted by that super every single time. Okay, gets the first hit. But the trade. Okay, Mr. X saw that whiff forward A into DP before. Was ready for it this time. Probably to the corner. Another throw.
Yeah.
The -1 throw. Getting away with it. Not this time, but the DP on the other side. That was it.
I mean,
that was it.
That's a way to crash out, right?
If we online session ended there, MKL won. Oh no, we did not. The netcode came back to life and shooting us in the face the opposite side this time. Dynamic win poses on whatever side of the screen you are. Powerful tech.
Okay, so still thriving on the lower side of the bracket there. And we're going to head over to see Monorail.
Monorail. Versus. It's
gonna be Monorail versus Meaningless Name.
Okay. Monorail. I think it's a meaningless name. Thank you very much.
It's Meaningless Name Me.
Yeah, thank you.
Nama.
Yes, PS4 you need separate core packs because Sony is a jerk. He's at the 25. He's at the 10.
That's just Raptor highlights you're hearing. They won, by the way.
Wow.
Oh, yeah?
Are they really the Toronto Raptors as everyone is playing at Disney? Makes you think.
Right, like with the Overwatch League, they all play in LA, so
They're like
I mean,
90% Americans.
I mean, the
playing
Toronto Blue Jays are playing in Buffalo right now
Yeah.
because government doesn't want them playing in Toronto. Sing.
I'm glad Serge Ibaka is still playing. I hope he plays forever.
Round 1.
All right.
okay.
Fight.
Can my meaningless name get in? Because this is what I would consider. I think that even if the other characters, the Fox about this a bunch, I think if there are better matchups against Grave, I would still play, or against Rook, I would still play Grave because of how easy it is to execute the game plan that keeps Rook away from me.
That's true.
Because I'm a worse player. So it's nice to just be like, yeah, I'll just ground super. Yeah, I'll just sword. Yeah, I'll just do whatever.
Great punishes so far from Monorail. Meaningless Name has to figure out a way to get around with all these jump attacks. There's one way. Oh, the vines, big disaster. You don't want to give up that 2 damage right away. Landslide trying to get in just a little bit. As the wind is ending. Okay, landslide. You know, you trade, got in. But the jump B knockdown, excellent punish. The monorail and the air jump B's, jump A's. It's the instant air jump A's. The trick to those jump A's is that they whiff on standing opponents. So you get to whiff punish for free. You just have to stay on the ground. That's the key. You have to stay on the ground walking forward. Nice reaction earthquake. And see, the instant air jump A anti-air is working out very well. Still working out very well for Monorail. The Meaningless Name being caught mashing quite a bit. The Vine's not getting through the fireball. The wind pushing. Oh, unsafe. Oh no, it pushes Grave full screen. Oh no. You get 2 damage, but Grave goes bye-bye. The Meaningless Name in trouble. Big damage.
Oh no.
And caught jumping right in the toes. Great work from Monorail. Jumps into the vines. Oh, here we go. The thunder empty jump thunderclap. Okay, wake up super.
Did something.
Yeah, but Meaningless Name probably did throw there. That wouldn't counter hit. 2 damage jungle. Look, such a big body. And the punish on the vines every single time. If you're not hitting Grave with the vines, he's gonna sword you. He's gonna chop those vines in half, and the jump B.
No air super from Meaningless Name.
Air super probably would have worked there for sure, but at one life, one flashing chip. Yeah, a Meaningless Name getting out of there.
Okay.
Oh, arg, huh? Well,
I mean, it's polar opposites, right? Like you go from the grappler to the one who tickles you at a distance.
yeah, with his strong noodly arms.
I was waiting for that.
But unfortunately, lightning types have always beaten water types. And we see it here. The Meaningless Name already in the corner, but gets this river set up. But not able to follow up. You know, you get the river and you throw the 2 fireballs, and you're like, then what? Oh no, canceling it and traveling.
Round 2. Fight.
Unfortunately, giving the free punish to Monorail and the round.
Toronto top tiers, welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Hope Street Fighter 5 went well. Throw punish. Here come the mix-ups. Oh, safe jump. Oh, the forward A beating the back A. That was a wild decisions from both players. Okay, down to 1 life, and the whiff punish from Monorail.
Round 3. Fight.
The Meaningless Name looking like they are in trouble. Yeah, trying to back A that jump B. You have Great spinning over top. More counter hits into throw. Mix-ups. Good block that time.
Oh no,
Not able to punish. Oh, trying to punish. The safe jump again. This time a throw from Meaningless Name. All right. With the river. And getting counter hit. There goes the bubble.
Round 4.
Monorail looking to close this out. Rushing river. Bluefish. No anti-air again. And trying to throw. No. Monorail guessing with the super. Baits it. The mix-up. The big fireball is just so strong. The Meaningless Name was already in the corner. And the wind just pushes Arc back to the other corner. He's always fighting for that. Ooh, trying to challenge the big fish. The Meaningless Name can come back here. Getting some advantage. The super's building up. These aren't doing damage, but you know, it's doing something. Air super time. Gonna protect the Meaningless Name? Yes. Has to figure out some damage here fast. Getting these knockdowns aren't doing anything.
12 seconds left.
Here comes the jump in. 9, 8, 7, 6. Trying in desperation. Has to do
Monorail
something.
can hold
Anything at all.
back, and it's over. Basically, not enough
Yeah.
time to get throws in.
Yeah, not enough time. And Monorail with the great win. The Meaningless Name.
From Rook to Arg, all the way to the whole spectrum.
Yep.
Matt King says, "What would my connection be to these players? Well, it would have been a lot better had you stayed in Detroit." but not too bad, right?
It'd be fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I
It's
don't know
when
where
you
Monorail is. Monorail Canadian?
I don't know.
Yes, I believe.
Yes.
I believe she is.
She's like an hour from Toronto. If I
Oh,
remember
honorary
correctly.
Torontinian. That has to be what you guys call yourselves, right? Okay. Alien Toy Shop swinging that big sword. It's going to be up against Fireblur now. That's the next match.
Yes, Alien Toy Shop versus Fireblur.
Onimaru. I'm in command here.
Okay, yet another grave.
Who is my equal?
We'll see if this choice of character
Gets us to the first round, but I don't think it's going to be the case today.
No, damn.
I mean, it's Onimaru versus Grave. It's probably going to be a quick one. Shouldn't take too long to get into this.
This is Toy Shop versus Fireblur.
Yes. Winner side.
We'll see if this is a grave mistake or fire for Fireblur, or will he ascend
Round 2.
using the power of lighting? Toy Shop the first round. Okay, the big spin,
Think?
very consistent versus Grave. Oh, big baits.
Then nothing? Yeah.
Perfect. Round 3. Fight.
Safe on block? Safe on block. Yeah, consistent. If you can spin through Grave's fireballs, it is consistent to hit him because of the slow recovery. So far, Toy Shop very consistent. Fireblur not supering that the superior. Oh, stuffing the fireball.
Yeah, the rare Spirit Fire connection.
Not blocking. You have
2
to
damage.
confirm taking 2 damage for not blocking. Hitting Toy Shop not able to cancel versus Grave.
Oh,
good punish.
confirm.
Yeah, excellent punish.
Round 4.
Yeah, playing
Fireblur
Oni
in
about
trouble.
as good as you can right now. It's looking good. Looking textbook.
Yeah, if you fireball into the parry, it's not really what you want to do. Nice cross up. I guess it's a 50-50 situation. I'm not sure who is actually plus or minus there.
Oh,
Yeah, spinning through the fireballs every single time. Nice whiff punish that time. And the shimmy throw.
yeah. It
I
looked like
thought Toy-
Onimaru was Yomi. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a Yomi counter.
Fight.
A big air win. Onimaru basically has to eat it. Okay, here come the robot children. Unfortunately, all
where
those
are they?
fireballs going through. Yeah, the
There they
wind
are.
looking back.
Oh,
Yeah,
and they're stacked a bit. Oh, the one
Yeah.
was damaged. Yeah.
yeah. Sort of weird. Oh, the hold fireball really bad and win. Normally it's great,
Perfect.
but when you win, it's really bad.
6. Fight.
Oh, it's trick.
Oh, what traded? Wild. And yeah, trying to spin through the big fireball is really, really difficult. Not able to punish the Spirit Fire is Fireblur. But now that was Super Bowl. It's a walk-up throw. Nice punish. And Onimaru is essentially dead. A lot like Rook in a lot of ways.
Fight.
Very weak at 1 life. Okay, the big spin. Goes for it. No punish.
Nice guard
Guard
crush.
crush. Fireblur just frozen. Has a lot of options to anti that move.
Oh,
You're
go for
gonna
it.
Go for attack.
Yeah.
Yep. Super. Is this a kit? Yes. Clean hit. Mix up time for Fireblur. No,
Almost
in
took it
fact,
down there.
just walking back. And it seems like it seems consistent timing. I've noticed from Toy Shop is parry and then immediate B spins the fireball punish.
That was
They
a hell
have
of a Spirit Fire, though.
Yeah. Fireblur needs to just hit sword, and you'll hit Onimaru. Okay, Fireblur switching to Geiger. One thing about this, if you think Onimaru is going to try and spin through your fireball, you can forward A and hit him for 2.
Round 1. Fight.
And it's also tougher to spin through the gears because they move slower. Nice punish. And the forward A just whiffing. Oh, here comes the block. Guard crush. Fireblur in trouble. Getting out of trouble though. Super anti-air is clean. No trade. This is gonna get hit for 2, I think. Just a spin. Tactical slice. No, it whiffs.
Oh wow, he's bounced out of that.
Yeah.
He's gonna take 1 anyway, but did not take the actual damage from the gear.
Not whiff punishing that jump B. There it is.
Round 2. Fight.
Yo, the counter hit with the neutral aim? Dang. Yeah, Fireblur just standing passively. You have to be aggressive. Gets counter hit. You didn't have to press a button. Oh no.
Perfect. Round 3.
No. Fireblur going down. Toy Shop. Taking big advantage here. Oh, it's so frustrating to try and spin through the gears.
Yeah, it's just so close.
You just get counter hit. You're like, oh, I got my sword through. Nope.
That was a good one.
Having to block. Drop here. Pressures and
Bang.
the reversal super consistent.
Maybe it
Oh,
was a
maybe I'm
little
thinking
bit.
of
Oh, 2.
if the super trades with Jaina,
Round
you can consistently hit B for 4 damage. Because you want to
yeah.
trade with because the hit stop from the super is so long. You want it to trade. I think it works with Geiger too. Just press another move, you get more damage.
Yeah.
What's Toy Shop gonna do here? Try to charge with the super. Yeah, the pause. Free escape for Fireblur.
It did prevent him from actually, well, he walked into it anyway, but I
Yeah.
was gonna say, it prevented him from being on the ground and throwing gears. So, like, he didn't actually get real chip from his cyclic.
That's true. And just eating the spear fire does
counter
eat,
hit.
eat fireballs with a big counter hit forward A.
fight.
That's 4 damage right there. Yeah, Fireblur not challenging these tactical spins in the slightest. Good whiff punishes though. Nice combo. Okay. Jumpy whiffs. Here comes the air super. Pretty annoying for Onimaru. Has to basically just jump back. Probably gonna have to block. No. And here comes the throw. Goes for spear fire. Nothing. Guards the Scar Crush still. A good trade for Fireblur. Super reaction. But unfortunately, Geiger too far away. Very risky jump from Fireblur that could have caused him to die. If the active frames hit that jump start up. Okay, air super. Yeah, pressure on Onimaru. Not much you can do about this.
Yeah, we're gonna take 1. We're gonna be at 2. Oh, maybe not quite. Still has the flashing chip.
Yep, still the flash tip, but unfortunate. That's free damage.
Yeah.
The trade not in Toy Shop's favor.
Round 7. Fight.
Okay, clockwork charge. Can be annoying for Geiger. Nice trade from Toy Shop. Just trying to protect those robot children. Here they come. Drop gear down, but the parry. Oh, the parry whiffed? Excuse me?
Didn't go.
That parry has a gigantic hitbox. For
It's gonna
reference.
be. Oh, he goes for the throw.
He
Gets
goes for the YOLO uppercut
You win.
and
set winning uppercut there.
yeah, set winning uppercut. To be honest, that risk, even though it's pretty minus, like you're gonna get punished if it's blocked, it's not a big deal. Geiger just throws you.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
You
Geiger
have-
doesn't have great punishes like that in those situations. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if it's like Grave or Setsuki, you're like, oh, whoops, I'm dead
Mhm.
now.
Yeah, Satsuki gets to do 4 damage, but yeah, it's okay just to go for the uppercut there. And, Fireblur has to recognize that the EV for him to go for the throw there isn't super high because of that situation where it's okay for Toy Shop just to get uppercut, and no matter what, he's alive. So it's something to think about when you're playing. Like, if they reverse the DP here, is it even that bad for them if I block it?
Yeah. I mean, this game in general is about like payoff matrices, and like you have two choices. You can do this or this. This one might lead to more setups. This one might do more damage. Like Rook Oki is a lot about how you get your damage. You have a choice a lot of times. Gonna refill my glass. Getting a little parched here, so I'll be right back.
I'm so happy there's no bees in the room anymore.
I agree.
Round 2, fight! Landslide! Wind crusher!
Fire! Rain of fire!
Landslide!
Okay, Meaningless Name. Oh, they tried to throw punish, but gets supered. MKL, big trouble here.
Alright, I'm back. Ooh, I saw a Rook super.
Yeah. MKL trying to throw punish, but the throw whiffed. Trying to thunderclap, very difficult for Rook to do. Landslide gets punished for 2. Pretty standard. The Vine's gonna get sniped. Down to 1 life. And the charge up fireball to hit the YOLO Vines.
Round 4, fight!
Not much you can do. But there is something you can do there. Okay, gets MKL jumping maybe. Or Yomi countering, not sure. Big thunderclaps. The C grab, no. Nice forward A from MKL. Here comes the pressure. Yeah, trying to landslide through. But unfortunately, you can't landslide through 2 projectiles. Gee, Fred, how come Mom lets you have 2 projectiles? It's,
I think that's one of the best memes when you just slide it into conversation like casually. It's really good.
Excellent forward A. Punishes from MKL. Big super can be DP'd. Forward A beats it too, huh? Wow. I didn't know that. I'd be like, I'm scared trying to attack it.
KO! Perfect! You win!
MKL. Very well played first game. A Meaningless Name. Probably going to change characters, I assume. No.
Round
Rook only.
fight!
Yeah, not an easy matchup.
Nope.
Good conversion there.
Yeah, unfortunately that jumpy whiffs versus Rook on the ground sometimes. It's just like if you hit like the shin of the forward A, that's how you know it's like gonna whiff.
KO!
Bit of a science to it.
Round 2, fight!
But great round from MKL. Meaningless Name trying to jump in. Yeah, very unsafe. Getting the knee pressure is MKL very hard for Rook to deal with. But here we go. Got a landslide in. Mix up 1. Jump back and getting the combo. Another forward A pressure. And this is it. Air super. Yeah, nothing really you can do.
Just die as fast as you can.
Yeah, make sure
that
Jin
Dana doesn't. Yeah.
build meter. Oh, just a few frames from landing. Okay, beat the knee. Okay, mix up time. Thunderclap caught the jump back. Trying to Vines in, but taking so much damage. Cross ups this time. Gets a counter hit. 1 mix up away. Forward A. No walk up throw. I'm getting grabbed.
Round 4,
It's amazing when a mix-up grabs the commentator as well. Powerful throw.
And when the game is like sort of just slow and decision made like that, you can always sit here and kind of play the game too. Just gonna see like what would you have done. That's all. It's like all fighting games, right?
MKL trying to wake up throw versus a grappler.
Just the big man.
Oh,
Hang time.
that,
Oh,
yeah, Jaina dive kick. You know, it's so funky for Rook to grab. The anti-air grab, very difficult.
Okay, last chance for Meaningless Name. It's the loser side, so yeah, you gotta find a way.
Big
Oh, no.
3 damage combo, yeah, very hard for Rook to come back from this. Just catching the edge of the jump A. Gets in, okay. Walk up super out of range and the DP to end it. Great job from MKL. And great job from the Meaningless Name as well. It's a very hard matchup to play.
Yes.
Got some excitement in there. Just not able to turn one of those knockdowns into a win. If you get in with Rook versus Jaina, you have to win right there. You're
Right
not going to
there,
get more
right then and
chances. Like against expert Jaina, you're not going to get more chances to get in. Like that's your shot. You gotta make it work when you're in there.
Okay, next match. Got Fireblur
Jaina.
You wanna fight?
versus Momo.
Versus Momo.
Yeah, winner of this is gonna face off against Mr. MKL in the loser semis.
Mm-hmm.
Round 1. Fight.
Is Momo the less powerful Jaina because they don't have a skin like MKL?
I mean, this is pure Jaina's.
Ooh, that's pure Jaina. Ooh.
Shin Jaina. There's a guy who like joins tournaments sometimes. His name is Shin _, and so like I was like, oh, okay, let me try to find this guy, and I put that into the search field, and I guess like the underscore doesn't really like count as like a search option, so I just get 19 pages of people who have the word Shin in their name.
I'm Shin Sandwich. I'm Shin Geiger. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
So far, Fireblur looks like the Shin Geiger.
Pop-Tart.
Yeah, I'm Shin Pop-Tart. The
Shin,
most powerful
Shin
Pop-Tart.
Sweet Thai chili.
Oh yeah, Sweet Thai Chili. I gotta enter a tournament with that name next time.
Yeah.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, Fireblur, the round going pretty standard so far for what Geiger wants to do. But nice anti-air fireball. Ooh, not what Geiger wants to do, but not the punish you want really either. Trading 1-for-1 on a punish is not really what you want with Jaina or with any character. Because then you're not really. Are you really punishing them when you trade 1-for-1 life? And there is the also the punish there.
Round 3. Fight.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Just a moment.
And is this good? I don't think this is fast enough.
Flash gear.
No. Yeah, it's very difficult to react now with that super.
Time spiral.
Geiger has to be really on point.
Drop.
The drop gear getting stuffed. Rarely seen occurrence.
Time spiral.
Momo starting to get some momentum here, and the punish, the nerfs. It used to be like impossible to do that.
4. Fight.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral.
Momo showing some strength here. They know the matchup, but that drop gear so awful to deal with. Trying to bait out flash gears. There it is. Great job from Fireblur picking the exact right moment.
Rain of fire!
Time spiral. Pause.
Pausing to avoid the fireball. Oh, jumps into it. Big disaster. Luckily, because of the nerfs, that wasn't 3 damage. but Fireblur
Round
still moving on with the air-to-air jump, eh?
Fight.
Time spiral. Flash. Time spiral. Time spiral. Drop gear.
Nice back A punish. Yo, the jump B. Forward A stuffing drop gear. Get out of here, drop gear.
Oh, perfect. Round 6. Fight.
Time spiral.
Rain of fire!
Time spiral.
Started doing some matchup knowledge stuff in the chat right now, so a
Yeah,
little light on commentary.
that's okay. Oh, great job. Oh, gets the punish anyway. I was gonna say the wrong punish, but in fact, it was the right punish.
nice.
Worked out extra well.
I like to shimmy to the throw, just waiting for the flash gear, seeing what happens, and then just saying, "Oh, you're not doing anything. You're scared.
Time spiral.
You are thrown now."
Time spiral.
Oh, the jump B really not what you want to do.
Spiral. Time spiral.
Rain of fire!
Just a
Super? Yeah, ground super. This is a free response for Geiger. Geiger's not knocked down. You know, he's just gonna ground super that every single time.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral.
Big fireballs.
Drop gear.
Ooh, Fireblur escaped to the other side, but taking 2 damage for it. Almost has ground super ready.
Time spiral.
Momo has to be, can't be loose with the fireballs.
Spiral.
Has to worry about this. Well, that could have been ground
Oh,
super.
counter
but not.
hit. 4-day loss to back A.
Time spiral.
If you get the active frames out of a move, the hurt box on 4-day goes out first. So I'll do it with Grave too, where I just put out neutral A. And sometimes they 4-day into it. Okay, draw goes to another round, so one player has to win here. This is too slow again, I think.
Flash gear.
Yes, 2 damage. There it is.
The swag finish.
The clock stops during supers.
Is it like when Fernando Tatis hit the Grand Slam?
Yes.
It's the exact, she could have just done the neutral A fireball, that would have been respectful, but
Nope.
decides to waste all of our time with a 30-second cinematic.
I think that was at least a full 2 minutes. Let's be real here. Could you imagine if you increased the hits to that, like to 500 or something?
Or it was like a Grandia 2 summon super or something.
Yes.
For like a Final Fantasy like 7. Like, yeah, we gotta wait.
Drop gear.
Okay, Momo getting in here, but Fireblur with the rush down. As soon as Momo gets in, Geiger, changing gears,
Time spiral.
going on the offense.
Switching gears, you say.
Shifting
Time spiral.
into high gear.
Time spiral.
What if Geiger had high gear and low gear?
Drop gear. Time spiral.
That would be pretty powerful.
Man, if you were like Sagat and Guile at the same time.
Perfect.
So Remy,
Round 2.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
what if you had to block his low gears low? Man, that would make him pretty strong in this game.
Time spiral.
Okay, with Fireblur. Ooh, nice drop gear into the throw. Yeah, hard setup to. Whoa! Whoa! We almost got warped into the negative zone. Anti-air fireball.
Perfect.
Fireblur with the perfect taking.
Round 3. Fight.
Time spiral. Time spiral.
Counter.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral.
Yeah, just some standard zoning here. No ground super out of Fireblur just yet. Just gotta watch for those jump C's from Momo.
Counter.
Momo finally inside. Big counter hit there. Gonna set up the Cycloid. How useful is this even against Jaina though? Like at this range, when she's just gonna match your stuff on the ground and not take anything, right? Like,
Yeah, not
it's kind of a
useful.
waste. Yeah,
It's great when Jaina is in the corner and can't escape,
of course.
Drop gear.
and then you get to do it's like party time.
Shenanigans. Yeah.
Rain of fire!
Momo has the lead here. Has to do something.
Time spiral.
Time's running out.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Time
Momo's
Has to be careful. Yeah, has to be careful with the fireballs. And
Okay, 2
is
to
this
2.
one gonna hit? I think this one might. No.
How good is Jaina's ground fireball?
Very
Anyway.
good.
That is nuts. Like she looks like she's in the middle of the animation. Still blocks 2 damage punish.
Time spiral. Time spiral.
And we get the race car skin for Geiger.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Drop gear. Pause. Time spiral.
Yeah, I'm sure we thought about having like a slow time super for Geiger that was actually like slows the opponent down, but
Time spiral.
I don't know.
At one point that was the case,
Yeah.
Just a moment.
and it was just like horribly broken. This is a free response.
Yeah.
Flash gear.
Or it just feels bad. Like, how do you train at like? Well, you got to learn all your combos at like slow speed and regular speed because this guy exists. It's like stupid. Ouch. You probably fat fingered a button there.
Fight.
Time spiral. Time spiral.
With that jump angle, I'm not sure if even jump C would have stopped the gear from hitting their toes though.
Drop gear.
Yeah, it's tough to say. Oh, yeah. See the weird that forward has like a weird hurt box. You think you got a jump attack on it,
Time spiral.
and he just sort of sneaks around you. All right, both players tied here. Fireblur is actually losing. It might look like they're tied.
Just a moment.
This is a free super every single time. Ooh, might be too far. Nope, never is.
Time spiral.
Oh, Momo just not blocking.
Time spiral.
So, when these players are tied, but one player is at 3 rounds, it looks like they're tied, but the player with 3 rounds is actually losing. Very slightly.
Time
Because you can't win on a draw. It's something to think about.
Time spiral.
But Fireblur in big trouble here. 7 seconds left on the clock. Has to do throws? No, I don't know what's gonna happen. Counter hit, juggle? No juggle! Oh! That doesn't matter. You have to go for
Timeout.
2.
Jaina has it.
6. Fight.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Drop gear. Time spiral. Just a moment.
And this one is gonna work for sure. Alright? This time for sure. For sure, for sure. There we go. Fireblur gets it. Good blocks. Easy to save from super.
Drop gear. Flash gear. Time spiral. 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 Drop
Okay, Momo on final HP here.
Oh,
All right,
perfect.
so we're 1-1.
You win.
Yo, cut the gear. Swag finish.
Geiger.
It's my time to fight.
Okay, switching to Grave. No, never mind.
Fight.
Still on Jaina.
Round 1. Fight.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral.
Drop this.
Drop
You
gear.
know, a lot of those rounds really went Momo's way, just like a couple decisions.
Spiral. Time
If like the air super
gear. Time
stuff, like getting ground supered every single time.
gear.
You know, if you can stop doing that, it's just giving Fireblur free damage. A lot of the rounds come to like a 1 life lead or something like that, and that's all it is, just not using that super.
Drop counter.
Counter hitting the drop gear, very consistent, very interesting. Just a full walk-up throw. Need drop gear, you can't do anything about it. You're sad.
Time spiral.
Drag it hard.
Oh, the YOLO DP takes 2 for it, essentially.
Time spiral.
Okay, Momo has to do something. Jumping on a gear is not going to cut it. Yeah, waiting for that drop gear and then jumps on the gear.
Round 2. Fight.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Just a moment. Flash gear. Drop gear. Time spiral. Drop gear. Time spiral. Time spiral.
Block this.
Drop gear.
Burn.
Yo, the 4-day. Getting stuffed by the fireball. Now Fireblur has to find something to get in. Is this gonna hit?
Flash gear.
Nope.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Time spiral.
Counter.
Drop gear.
Drag it hard.
Time spiral. Time spiral.
Burn.
Drop gear. Flash gear.
Burn. Yeah.
Time spiral.
Burn.
Fireblur with the banded lead.
Time spiral.
Momo trying to catch up here. You can't really do it throwing fireballs at each other. You gotta do something. Make something happen. Trying to get in is so hard to deal with.
spiral. Drop gear. Time spiral.
Burn!
Drop gear. Time spiral.
Excellent job of Fireblur with the pokes.
Time spiral.
Burn!
Time spiral.
Burn!
It's a little micro Jaina whiff punish there. You can always use that slight back step there that she does when she does those projectile. Helps her anti-air a bunch.
Time spiral.
The jump A, forward A. You know, it sucks to get hit for 2 against Geiger because you're going to grind against them.
Time spiral.
Right?
Drop gear.
Yeah.
Time spiral. Ah, clockwork.
Momo could walk up super. That's the option. Oh, too far!
Perfect.
Too far. But Fireblur
You win.
takes it, commanding game.
This Lug saying it's making me want to learn Geiger. Yeah. Clunks.
Glonks. Thanks, Fish Dog.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I'm a person who played lots of Guile and Charge characters back in the day. Like, that was always me. And for some reason, though, Geiger doesn't click with me. Like, I just don't. Maybe I'm just way too turtley as, like, a player when I play Charge characters, and I'm always, like, anchoring my stick down left and stuff, but it's just weird in this game.
Alright, everyone, so we've reached top 4. So we're going to take a little short break for our round of traditional shilling. Starting, of course, with the game we're playing. Go right ahead.
Yeah, sure. This is Fantasy Strike. It is a strategically difficult yet mechanically elegant fighting game from David Serlin. It is on PS4, Switch, and Steam. We have crossplay across all platforms and GGPO netcode. You can find out more about the game on discord.gg/fantasystrike. It is easier than ever to get into the game now because we are free to play on all platforms. You can check out all 12 characters online. You can play in the casual and ranked modes, as well as playing offline against AI, and in the practice modes with all 12 characters. There's also cosmetics and other things you can buy to enhance your experience in the game. So please support us if you enjoy Fantasy Strike. And we're just happy to be free to play finally.
Yes. So with that said, let's take a look at some upcoming events coming our way in the Fantasy Strike community. Let's start off with our own Stun City Cyber. We do this every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Toronto Top Tiers 2, if you guys are interested in joining. But if you guys like other fighting games, we have a bunch all throughout the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The lineup is there. Let's take a look at another one of our events coming up. Oh, wow. I must have...
$75?
No, we have $75 in this... hold on, I think I changed location, so let me just... I gotta get this image. Sorry, guys. I thought I had this. Oh, this looks great. This is what happens when you change your overlay last minute. There we go. Network Northern Battles for
yes.
Fantasy Strike. Happening August 30th at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. This is a 1v1 Fantasy Strike tournament with a prize pool. We have a Matcherino set up for it. Matcherino.com/t/nnbst. This is Fantasy Strike. Currently has $75 in the prize pool. You can pre-register for this tournament also at smashgg/nnb. And if you guys like the ranked format, the 3v3 format, you can check out Thy Pirate King 3v3 weekly tournaments every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. You can join us, follow his Twitch channel at twitch.tv/ThyPirateKing. You can join his Discord at discord.com/3FNBBE3. Let's also check out... Oh man, I changed this too.
It's okay. I know you had some problems.
Yeah, I had some problems loading everything up. But here we go. Garden of Chaos 10. This is tomorrow. Janet and then Elizabeth Sertolch. Silly Rule Set Fantasy Strike Tournament happening Thursday, August 20th. 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. British Standard Time. This is one of those casual, less stressing, crazy style tournaments. Format this week will be chaotic. You can check out the website gardenofchaos.xyz. I'll type that out right now. It's Garden of Chaos. .xyz or Z if you're American, but you know, we use the metric system here. And I did say that Pirate Kings tournaments happen every Saturday, but this Saturday is an exception because Anim Evo is happening this Saturday. 208 participants participating in the largest Fantasy Strike tournament ever. Anything else to say, Mr. Leontes? It's gonna be hosted.
Yeah, I mean, we have 208 people there. I had to expand the staff to try and get these 2 streams going for it. We're gonna be streaming it both on this channel, Toronto Top Tiers, and also Toronto Top Tiers 2, and also on the Pirate King stream. As we mentioned a little bit earlier, there's going to be matches going on all day, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be a blast. Siweezy is competing in that tournament. The rare,
Not
show up
commentary. Yeah.
No, he's not commentating. He's there to play. He's there to win. $1,000 in the pot for Fantasy Strike minimum.
Top 8 gets paid.
Top 8 payout. So all you have to do is win like 6 matches and winners, and you're in. Money. That's how easy it is, folks. And I'd just like to say thanks everyone for watching. You can stay connected with Toronto Top Tiers by following us on social media. Twitter, Facebook, Discord, and YouTube. You can go to info.torontotoptiers.com for more information. Gets you to a Google Doc with all the information of our upcoming events. And with that said, we're going to continue on to top 4. We're going to start with the winners side. It's going to be Monorail versus Alien Toy Shop. Let's get that started.
I'm excited to see more Onimaru.
Brave. Who is my Monorail? I'm in command here.
Yeah, I mean, Onimaru. See, was this matchup already played? No, it wasn't. Not yet. This is the winners final side. No, but not these particular players.
Not these
though.
players. That's correct.
Yeah. So yeah, winners side. Alien Toy Shop showing off the skills. Happy to see it.
It's like the first, not the first Onimaru ever, but we've actually seen some matches. Nice anti-air parry, catching that jump A, throw punish, trying to charge the parry. Sometimes, like I think the charge parry, if you know the move is coming, charge it up. Otherwise, just try to let it go, because the longer you charge, the more likely you're gonna get thrown. Just like that time, Toy Shop avoiding the throw punish. Spin through the fireball parry, no spin again. No reaction from Monorail there. If you blocked, you could have Dragon Punch. Something to remember. But the whiff Spear Fire gets punished by Fireball. Ouch. Getting hit by the last active frame. How many active frames does it have? It's a mystery. Another one. 2 damage? Yes. 4 damage combo. Do not get air hit by that move. Big fireballs from Monorail trying to fight off the soldiers. Getting blasted. Maybe trying to do walk-up super. Not sure. Getting blasted again. 4 damage. Oh no. What? Not this time? Alright.
Ow. Yes, this is the projectile you can most get through. It's like the most recovery of the 4 characters out of all of them.
Oh yeah. It's by a pretty big margin as well. Getting guard crushed and the pressure. Back A is the only punish. Trying to get in here. Super not going to be able to punish too far away. And the spin getting counter hit for 2. And the tactical slice through the firewall hitting for 2 damage every single time. Avoiding that guard break just by the last pixel. Here come the soldiers. Not super powerful versus Grave. Getting Yomi countered. More soldiers? Yes! We got the 4. Okay, now this is getting pretty powerful. Oh,
but-
it's punished! No!
No!
Goes
The dream is
big.
dead.
Goes big with the jump B, but it just whiffs.
You gotta just let your boys. Oh, they're still there!
Oh,
What
the
the
wind!
heck?
The
Oh
wind!
no!
The wind is, wind is a cruel mistress. She gives and she takes.
Round 6. Fight.
Oh,
Or
wow.
Yomi counters from Toy Shop. The
Crush in
Super
the
God
corner.
Crush Monorail frozen in the corner.
Oh, you're
Trying
gonna
to jump back, win summon. It doesn't work.
active.
Yeah, Toy Shop is ready with the Spirit Fire every time.
Round 1. Fight.
The jump B anti-air. The tactical slice has a huge hitbox.
Round 2. Fight.
Toy Shop looking very strong. Big damage. Consistent combo. Lightning strike. Catch him with the tactical slice. And just mash it. If you late jump in and just hit your normal fast enough, you won't be counter hit. But it's still pretty risky. Monorail guard break's gone. And a parry. No second tactical slice.
Yeah.
Has to avoid the chip somehow. Decides to dash instead of parry. May try to do dash parry. Big parry to super. You get the high hit, you can link into super. Goes for guard crush and gets it. Monorail frozen. Jump A, jump A, jump A. This is gonna hit clean. No option for Onomaru. Still very close, but the super consistently will kill that hold fireball. Very easy to do.
Round 4.
And from very far away, Grave sticks his hand out right into the sword. Jump B, counter hit. Switch up, not going for the guard break. Oh,
Got out of it that time.
yeah, whiffs against the wind. And just has to do anything to avoid chip.
Round 5.
But
Fight.
Looks like she tried to B through that. Counter hit instead. You gonna freeze? Yeah, you gotta.
Monorail
pay
has to
attention.
do something here. Jump back wind, gets the throw punish.
Oh no.
Yeah, the Divide and Conquer consistently beats Whirlwind. Very
That's-
consistent.
A good thing to have in the
Yep.
game of Fantasy Strike.
From the front or the back. Ooh, avoids the parry. The super works though.
Round
Yeah, you really
6.
can't whiff punish that parry unless you're right there. And the wake up super hits this time. Toy Shop deciding not to bait it. Oh, it whiffs that time. All right. No whiff punish. And Monorail fighting back.
7. Fight.
This is her chance. Both players on the last round. Good block. 2 damage punish. But on that guard crush now. And throwing a fireball with the Spirit Fire, you just have to hit sword. Spirit Fire again. There it is. Easy as that. You can hit it from very far away. Onimaru steps very far forward when he does Spirit Fire. And the super reverse. You can see that fireball was past Toy Shop and it still could hit Grave. And the tactical slice through the fireball.
You
And that's it.
Yep. So that was winners finals. Baseball skin win, right? All right, so we're going to move down to, is it Fireblur versus Momo, or did they already play? I think got the players ready. We got, yeah, never mind. Fireblur actually won that match against Momo. I remember now. So this is Fireblur versus MKL. Is this going to be a Jaina mirror match?
Oh no.
You wanna fight?
Green and purple on the stream.
You wanna fight?
Round one. Fight.
Burn! Burn! Careful! Burn! 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 Dragon Heart!
DP.
Rain of fire!
So what's the approach to this matchup? If you're going to be like trying to DP through fireballs, like what's?
Yeah.
I know you hate mirrors, but in this
through
case,
fireballs.
yeah,
It's really loud from Safety Man here.
yeah. So I'm getting a lot of chatter.
So the thing is, it's sort of like fighting Setsuki, where you can't really zone each other.
Dragon Heart!
You don't get any advantage from it, right?
Round two. Fight.
You want the rush down. Like, it's really hard for Jaina to actually deal with Jaina's jump A. Your own tools. Don't trust anyone, not even yourself. Nope, juggle on the counter hit. That was a big opportunity for Fireblur thrown away. See, walking backwards here gets the advantage from it, but you know, MKL can sit there and do nothing, right? He doesn't. He chose to take advantage of the offensive there. Getting counter hit?
Round three.
You only have DP or block, really. Oh, big 4 days. Oh, the jump A whiff disaster. Okay, both players are shooting fireballs at each other. Yeah, you want to be the aggressor. You want the jump A.
Nice
Very
conversion
difficult
there.
for Jaina to deal with.
Oh,
But the
20
mini
feet.
fireball, not difficult Jaina to deal with. Yeah, so it does one chip, like whatever. Ooh, that's not whatever. This character's 1 life. MKL has super, could have used it so far, but it hits the anti-air fireball.
Round four. Fight.
MKL getting the rush. Oh, not the punish! I thought it was the punish for sure.
Careful! Burn! Burn! Burn!
Big 4-day. The jump A 4-day.
Rain of
Unable to confirm. Fireblur able to DP out. The 4 DP just able to be blocked. Very close.
Round five. Fight.
MKL trying to get in, gets the throw. Not able to confirm that, but gets a Yobi counter on the other side. It's very hard to throw punish on the other side, but MKL is caught holding forward. Here comes the air super. It's not gonna do a chip. So jump C, trading with the forward A, not good for Fireblur. Fireblur in trouble. That chip damage, very well done from MKL to charge the arrow just enough.
Round 6. Fight.
Rain of fire! Burn! 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 Hands off, Missy! Rain of fire! Burn it off!
The DP MKL trying to be aggressive against the air super. Fireblur saying no. Big DP. Just a frame away from actually DPing the jump A. 1 round away for both players.
Fight.
Big round super.
KO. You win.
And good blocks from MKL. The ground super will never anti-air
Jaina.
a media attack.
You wanna fight?
Geiger.
It's my time to fight.
Round 1. Fight.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Drop gear.
Counter.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Drop gear.
Okay, switch to Geiger now. Fireblurs have shown some success in the Geiger. I wonder why they wanted the Jaina mirror.
Careful!
Maybe just as a big flex on MKL or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Drop gear.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Flash gear. Ah. Drop gear.
Counter.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Flash gear.
KO. Round 3.
MKL just navigating this matchup pretty well.
Time spiral.
Fireblur's got to find some free supers here. Like, I think Geiger has to somewhat rush down. Like, you can't just walk backwards to the corner. Like, a lot of people think in this game, if you're playing a zoner, you got to just chill and just sit back and do your zonery things. But MKL's pretty known for his Jaina wants to hit you with 1 DP and then walk all the way across the screen and then dive kick you to death. And that's effective. It's good. Yeah, got hit by his setup.
KO. Round 4.
Going up 3-0 right now.
Time spiral. Time spiral.
Looks like it might be an easy ride
Drop gear.
up to face Monorail in losers finals.
Flash gear.
1-2.
Big.
Oh, it doesn't convert.
Goes for media setups. I think that was just take the punish. You get a safe jump against the gear as well.
Yeah, I don't think
Plus
he's
some
expecting these to
advance
hit. Like he's doing the 6 setups, but they're hitting and he's not converting them.
Yeah, it's not about expecting. You got to hit confirm, right?
Yeah,
That's about it. Instead of guessing.
right.
Spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Drop gear. Time spiral. Drop gear.
Dragon Heart!
KO. Round 5. Fight.
Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Time spiral. Drop gear. Drop gear. Time spiral. Time spiral. Pause. Drop gear. Flash gear.
KO.
Great job from MKL closing it out. Very well fought versus Geiger. Not trying to zone at all. You spend the whole match rushing down, essentially.
All right, so we're gonna get the Grave versus Jaina most likely. MKL versus Monorail. A common matchup here on Toronto Top Tiers.
Missed the first connection. I'm sad. Oh,
Think
we're back
okay.
in it.
Luckily, we got that bug fixed where you don't just dunk their game if they're in, a match select or a character select. So that's good.
Jaina,
You wanna fight?
Brave. Who is my equal? Round 1. Fight.
Block this!
Good win. Now it puts Jaina on the back foot. See how MKL can get out of this. Yeah, the early jump A, stuffing the forward A. Tough for Jaina to deal with. Yeah, the mix-up of the jump-ins. What are you going to anti-air with? Yeah, unable to combo. Not able to confirm that you only get the 2 forward A's. You lose a lot of tempo by shooting a B that hits nothing. Puts you so far back, you don't get any Oki.
Yeah, the jump B is like pretty much for when there's an air-to-air situation that you can't punish with dive kick, and like you want to do something to stop them from coming at you, but just doing it neutral doesn't really help you too much.
Great punish from MKL on the whiff super.
Round 3. Fight.
Burn!
Counter.
Burn!
Wind summon.
Nice 4-day trade, but got taking some advantage from this. Avoiding the wind fireball, and that wind jump C is actually very annoying for Grave. It always seems to fall like right on his sandal. Nice movie counter from Monorail.
Round 4. Fight.
Big sword, like it. Oh, the anti-air fireball. Okay, he's trying to bait the. Oh,
So we're gonna whiff. Yeah,
not quite.
tried to catch the stretch hand.
I like the
It's
idea.
possible.
Yeah.
Grace fireball is very slow.
Round 5. Fight. Wind summon. Counter.
The air-to-air jump B. The DP whiffs. Yeah, the jump B just avoiding it. Funnily enough, super actually works there instead. Lots of times Jaina doesn't think about using super in anti-air, but it can come up
Fight.
right there. With a nice punish of the knee. MKL still forcing the issue, getting in. Persistence beats resistance. And the mix-up, this is going to whiff. Doing the double 4-day punish. MKL coming back with a vengeance.
Fight.
Knows that he's not gonna get punished by sword. So while there's no ground super, you can just really pressure. Oh no, holding up.
Yeah, Monorail trying to hold up back to get that wind off. MKL exploiting it.
Win.
Monorail thinking maybe it changed. No, sticking with Grave.
Round 1. Fight.
Jump in. Here comes the wind. Boom, boom. Oh, just, sometimes you make your decision late. Like, you've already made your decision, you have to stick with it. If you try to change your mind, things go wrong. It's a bit like driving. I've been doing a bunch of driving training. Like, if you start turning right in an intersection, and you're like, oh no, I should have gone left, that's too bad. You're going
Driving
right.
a big old bus.
Yeah, that's too bad. You made your choice. DP Whisk, no punish though. That's okay. Didn't cost life either in the
Nice.
walk up forward A.
Round 2. Fight.
Saw that coming.
Good block in the mix of the front side whirlwind. I did not expect that one. Brave with the dipsy doodles, but unfortunately jumping back on the fireball is Monorail.
3. Fight.
Burn!
Wow. I'm just saying, hey, keep throwing those. I'd like my 1 damage.
Yep. Now the rush down begins. Oh, this could hit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
MKL crossed himself up. Probably wanted to put that jump A a little bit farther forward.
A little bit early on that jump A from Monorail.
Trying to get in. Not a throw punish, but a very tough mix-up for Grape to get out. No blocks from MKL. You know, I've been having trouble with that too. I'm just like, ready to do the next move. You just have to block the sword first.
Yeah, it's the thing about Grapes. Like, in other games, like, the reversal's fast enough to where, like, you can input your whole string and then you get bopped in the middle of it. But this is like you get a chance and then you just don't. Because you're like, oh, they reversaled, I lose. But you really do have time. As long as you don't match.
Round 5. Fight.
Jump A forward A. Oh, this is gonna hit? No. Okay. MKL with the jump A rush down.
You win.
Okay, that's going to be it for Losers Finals. Well played, MKL, making it back. Gonna have the rematch here now against Alien Toy Shop's Onimaru. Let's see if they picked up any new data from that last match, because that was a 2-0 from Alien Toy Shop. So can you win 6 sets?
Monomaru. I'm in command here. Valerie.
I have an idea!
Yeah, switching to the Valerie here.
Yeah,
So-
this is
A little bit better, I think. I mean, I think Jaina's fine, but I think Valerie is maybe it's easier to execute the game plan. That's like every single good matchup that Jaina has is always colored by your ability, like your knowledge in the matchup and how to do it.
yeah, because
but-
we can't see the connection either. That's one thing.
True, true, true.
And like Jaina is just awful on a high ping connection, just like unplayable. Oh no!
You're dead.
Baited. He won't hold the parry for that long, will he? Alien Toy Shop. Only parry.
Where's your tactics?
Yeah. Unfortunately, not using Rainbow against.
We gotta do something. There you go.
Just backdashing. Why are you so scared of Onimaru? I don't understand.
You can stay,
not
stay in
knowing the
his grill
matchup.
for sure.
Yeah, very advantage just to stay right beside him with Rainbow. Without Super, literally no option he has will beat Rainbow. Well, actually, no, that's wrong. He can reverse when you play. Only on block.
Boom. The one thing about this matchup is that this is where you don't want to be as Val. Like,
Can
you're
get the
dead.
hit.
Yeah, you're dead.
Oh, Guard Crush, yeah. Maybe could have thrown or jumped.
Maybe. It's like it can still be tough if you don't have meter and you let Oni do anything, but it's kind of like with Arg. Like, you have to get in right at the beginning of the matchup, and if you don't, then he starts swinging that sword at you. You block one of them, and then you're disadvantaged for the rest of the fight. It's just really easy to not get, you know, mixed up there. Oh, looks like the brush almost wanted to go on the wrong hand, but
Yeah, you can see it in
fixed
some
itself.
situations.
Yeah,
Rainbow
big rainbow. Oh
Nope.
no!
Did it really low to the ground for some reason.
Yeah, gonna take that a little bit higher.
Yep. Just go to the max height distance. I don't know what the real low one is. Oh, big counter hit for 2 damage. For 3 damage, yep. You're not gonna counter hit by that
3
move.
damage. Boom, boom.
Hacking into the parry.
Game 1 goes to Alien Toy Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, that's more textbook. That's what we expect to see.
Jump AA, very powerful versus. Yeah, so you can just attack it on that side. You don't have to worry about getting Yomi countered or whatever. As long as you get over top and just getting bopped by it. It's a throw. They're going in. Really playing defensively versus Onimaru. If you hit BB, Onimaru is actually like almost helpless. Versus
You could ground sweeper, right?
Yeah, but you have to hold it. Like if you just let it go, it fails. That's 3 damage. Don't be worried about it. Good job from MKL.
Oh no!
You actually rainbow through that
Oh no way, because it's the projectile part of it.
projectile. Yep, you just rainbow. That's the block.
Okay, yeah, I can do it.
Dodges. Going for yellows. I haven't seen a rainbow from DB yet for some reason.
Yeah, you treat him like Rook, right? You just stay in.
Yep. Yep. Well, it's way less dangerous.
Round 5. Fight.
Oh. Damage.
Hit, easy punish. And getting a counter hit. You know Onimaru is gonna swing with the tactical slice. Like that's like their play. That's their move. They're gonna put that huge hitbox out there and hope something good happens. So you have to be ready for it. Rainbow's over top, but still gets a throw punish. Reversal super gonna get super. Oh no! Big disaster for Toy Shop. Running out of invincibility.
Tied it up, 1-1.
Great job from MKL.
Win.
Are they still
So
playing?
we lost connection, or
Yes.
Round 3. Fight.
Good punish on the whiff. Wow, this is a fast mode. Dang.
Yeah, this is the 7 stars.
Yeah.
You press right a bunch of times at the character select.
Parry. And yeah.
Yeah, too late.
As soon as Onimaru's at 1 life, suddenly that jump C becomes not a free move to deal with for him. So slow, it's hard for him to walk under. Yeah, still a lot of backdashing, not challenging Onimaru at all.
There you go.
Getting parried, gets in. Is this gonna hit? No.
Oh, the push in though. Cross up with the jump C. Haven't seen that since like many patches ago, and that thing used to be like all the time. I was gonna say Anaheim 2007, but nobody remembers that. That's just you and me.
Big. Swing and tactical slice by Toy Shop. Okay, jump C this time. Yeah, there we go. The high jump C. MKL. Good adoption. Or good learning. Adaptation. He did not adopt Onimaru.
Round 3. Fight.
Alright, Onimaru is still an orphan. Good parry.
Wow, good parry.
Yeah, meaty tactical slice. You get the parry. That's super too slow. Jumps over top. Yeah, great whiff punish. Yeah, jump
Sky
in.
we go.
Oh, it whiffed though. Needs to hit.
You're in trouble now.
Super works every time. Has to worry about the chip damage moves. Yeah, divide and conquer.
Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, that was
The
like
chip
a frame
barely
away.
Canceled, yeah.
A frame away.
Fight.
Unfortunately, only get the 1 damage from Dark Crush. You really want to try and get that 2, have the bot hit, and then your 2 damage moves comes out.
Round 5. Fight.
It's a big counter hit. Oh no, not finishing the Rekka series. Oh, the A whiffed and the reversal super. Counter hit. Oh, you canceled the recovery of Cyan, so MKO was still stuck. And the big counter hit on the jump CC. Big damage. The Toy Shop still holding the parry the entire time.
Perfect.
It's that
Bold
beautiful
move.
statue stance that he does.
Fight.
I wish I could just like take a punch like that. You just like stand still and put your hand down.
It works for me. I fight a lot too.
You're fighting all the time.
Oh yeah.
Okay, MKL looking to reset here.
The big whiff punish. Tactical slice behind the clockwork robots. You have to deal with the robots somehow. And Toy Shop taking advantage of it.
2-2.
Fight.
Twitch up on tournament game. See if MKL can run this back, get a reset. It's a good start. Don't go
Not going for
out.
chip death. Yeah,
gotta
not going
kill
for
the
chip
man.
death. Gotta look at the life bar and be ready for it, but MKL still takes the round. Toy Shop getting super rushed down now. Big damage all the time. Ooh, the big throw. Here come the robots. No, let's go try to super.
There you go. That's better.
Very. You can try to release and let it go later, but then you just get hit by the move, right? No invincibility. Has to go through startup. And getting counter hit every time is MKL from that dividing or the superior.
Whoa, good conversion and even better finish that 5-second round.
4. Fight.
Big counter hit on Spirit Fire. And the parry to finish the job.
Perfect. Round 5. Fight.
Sniffing just out of range. Okay, let's find something to do here. And Alien Toy Shop holding that for too long. Okay, big punish. Superior. Attack. Not this time. And the super anti-air. Very strong.
Round 6.
From just the perfect spacing. Toy Shop. Tournament round. Thrown out of Cyan. Back A gonna be out of range? Yeah, thought it was out of range and just tried to get a meaty tactical slice to gain something. The second A whiffed right into Yomi counter. Here's the disc. Slightly out of range and Toy Shop just not ready to block.
Here we go. This is final round of this game. Could be a reset, could be the tournament over. We'll find out right now.
Has the boys. Has to defend them. There's the one tactical slice.
Uh-oh.
There's two. Spear fire escapes.
Okay.
Parry.
You gotta let that chip fall off. Yeah.
Yeah, Alien Toy Shop building meter though. MKL has to make something happen. I know it's dangerous. You don't have to deal with the clock
Here we go.
again, but
Disc
here we
setup.
go. Yep, disc time.
Careful of the ground C, maybe. Oh.
Yeah. Toy Shop is staying. Gets
Good.
counter hit. Trying
Very
to
good,
do
Rekka.
fire. Trying to get cheeky.
Super clutch moment there. MKL resetting the set now. Definitely a better adjustment.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh no.
Has to reverse the super and
Turning
does.
the meter, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Might
do
as
you
well
though?
keep it.
Do you just do nothing? Yeah, I think you just.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you
just
just do
stick
nothing. You want your super meter. Super meter is very valuable for this Onimaru. Lets
And
him.
Yeah.
This is a really bad setup. Oh no! Alien Toy Shop whiffs the meaty.
Oh.
There it is. Dead. Guaranteed dead.
Perfect.
I was also gonna say, you know, there is a world where Onimaru is afraid that you will do it, and you just get to walk out. You know. In there. Boom.
Yep. Very easy to deal with. Oh, tried to get to the other side.
Luckily, not a counter hit, so no 3 damage there.
Might get 2. No.
Oh,
Big
that's it.
toss up for 3.
Round 4. Fight. Perfect. Round 5. Fight.
Okay. Has the throw. Here comes the disc.
Oh,
No.
once saves it.
Supers build up over time. You gotta spend your stonks. Rainbow's in.
Like
and
it.
the throw whiffed.
Yeah, really too far away there. I don't think throw is a really valid option from Toy Shop. Maybe it could beat like a Rekka, like how you do the lump throw against that. So maybe it's okay. Ouch.
Getting counter hit. Getting run over now is Toy Shop. Toy Shop has to figure it out.
That's not good. That was after game 1, right? They're still in? Okay.
Come on.
We can do it. We'll get there.
Round 3. Fight.
Rainbow Disc!
KO. Perfect. Round 4.
Sorry, I got a tech support message at this exact moment. So.
Oh my god.
So, sorry,
Yo.
I cannot help you forward ports.
Right now,
It's very important.
give me
but,
my
you know,
ports. Give me my ports, or I'm refunding the game.
my ports are backward. I need them to be forward. Oh, I like it.
Nice super. That's Elite's yellow. Unsafe on block. Great punish from Toy Shop.
Round 5. Fight. KO. Round 6. Fight.
4 damage anti-airs. So nasty. Gets over top. Yes, makes the parry attack happen. That's the situation you want.
Okay, looking good. Yeah, ground super. So back to another round 7 here.
Fight.
No super meter on deck. Oh no. It winds up for Spirit Fire, but not going to reach. Oh, that's 2. Game 2 goes to Alien Toy Shop. This is 1-1.
You lose. Round 1. Fight.
There with the jump attack, making Toy Shop find an anti-air. Goes for Spirit Fire. Has to worry about chip. Jumps in. Safe. Good punish. That super's like -11 or so.
Round 2. Fight.
Jump A, jump A. Oh! Almost got away with it. Super blocked, yeah.
Round 3. Fight.
So much damage off the air to AA. Super stuffs the Spirit Fire.
Can go for it. Goes for it.
Perfect.
Yeah, see, that's a situation where I don't really know the difference. Like, should he go for it? Should he not? It's kind of interesting. Like, his 1 HP, he has meter. Like, what are the things that change? What makes it important to go for it? It's hard to tell.
I think that situation, it's important to recognize that you're going to take 2 damage and there's nothing you can do about it. But that can be okay. You're not dead. You're just
Yeah.
as powerful as you were.
Sure.
Just like MKL, just ready to punish.
That's gonna be. Oh no!
No, goes for the wrong move.
Just gotta get off the ground, right? BBC.
Yep,
Fight.
has to go to Rainbow.
Giving Toy Shop a chance in this 3rd game here.
KO. You win.
Okay. So MKL actually ahead of the game now. Coming from the loser's side.
Yep. The hardest road,
Round
pushing
1.
the
Fight.
rock up the mountain. Will MKL be free? Or will Alien Toy Shop send him back down?
Oh, that was it. You just gotta hit the B, man.
Yeah,
I
well,
think Valerie can't escape that, right? Didn't have meter.
I think she can walk back from it.
You walk
Walk
back,
far.
and she just procs block, and then you get wrecked.
Round.
No, the startup's too long. She walks back
Okay.
really far. Oh, gets counter hit for 2 damage. The 1 hit of the super.
You're dead. Or not.
Okay, okay.
The boys? Oh, not the boys.
Super punish it.
No, dude.
Toy Shop
Round
Hey,
Making
you take-
miracles
yeah.
happen.
fight.
Yeah, if they hand him to you, you gotta
Counter
match him up.
hit. Oh no.
And no mashing on
Punish,
yellow.
no. Sitting on the parry. You know, has the super ready. Oh, did divide and conquer. I don't know about that. Yellow cross up. What's the chip? Gonna die anyway. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Round 4. Fight.
Yeah, still too far away. Great meaties from Toy Shop.
Boom.
Yeah,
That was-
going into Spirit Fire.
6 damage there.
Round 5.
That's a lot.
Fight.
Okay, here's the setups.
Okay, try to armor
You have
it.
to hit confirm it. That was actually unsafe on hit. Canceling to Magenta gets you throw punished.
6. Fight.
So trying to tie this up. It's actually one of the closest grand finals we've had on TTT in a while.
Yeah, holy moly. Kills the robot. Lots of people might get 2 anti and just go right in. The big swinging bees. Ooh. Now here comes more throw. Has the super, could go for disc, does not.
Can't wake up to see
Again,
against that.
big damage, and the super easily
Boom.
kills it. MKL has not done
Rainbow.
Sign Magenta Rainbow once.
It's very important. Against the big men, you gotta do it.
It's good versus a lot of characters.
Yeah. I mean, I played, a lot more when that was her main thing to do, like when she didn't have the good yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had this habit where even though yellow was the right thing, I still do BBC a lot because I'm not punished for it. It's still good, like it wasn't significantly hurt. So yeah, it's not bad. You're just -1. You're a little bit too far to get thrown sometimes, depending on who you're up against. But if you're faster than the opponent, then being -1 is pretty solid.
Yes. Like you're -1 versus him, but your normal beats his, and you can walk back out of throw range. So it's really like
Yeah, it's really great.
it's a favorable position.
And if he tries to do
Around.
something like ground C, you just dunk it and then stay in.
Getting connected. Come on.
You gotta see.
Come
the fun.
on. Let us in. I want to see big sword man swing big sword. That's what I'm here to see. That's what Twitch chat is here to see. That's what everyone's here to see. Neil Russell is yelling, "Let me in!" Big swords in the chat.
Round 4. Fight.
All right, 2-1. We're in. Let's have been in. Fire. Ooh, charge through it. That little trick you can do with that supercharge for more invincibility. Works, super works. Still has the chip, has to worry about divide and conquer.
Ow.
And gets counter hit. Oh no.
Yeah, like jump back B or something was the
Still
maybe the only way out of that.
pressuring Oromaru.
Ow.
That's the way out. That's only 1 damage.
It's a lot when you only got 5.
Clockwork charge. Okay. Does not actually kill the children.
This is
Big
it.
trouble.
Gotta escape. Tournament point here for Alien. Ouch.
Just gets clipped. That's so common. You're just hitting forward just at the end, and you walk into the tactical slice, and you get tactically diced. And Alien Toy Shop, your Onimaru champion.
Hell yes.
Bring up the GIF.
Where's the bees? Bees
Where's
in
the
face.
GIF? Where's the GIF? Come on. I demand it.
He's trying to find the source.
Come on. So excited.
Funny enough, a bee flew into my house again right before the stream started. There you are.
Yes, Grand Finals replay. Grand Finals replay. Ah!
Yeah, that was the final bee attack there. And then the cancel into the tongue lick.
Very powerful. Very powerful.
That's what Oni looks like underneath the mask, by the way.
That's what he looks exactly like. Ah! All right, excellent tournament, everyone. Very exciting.
All right, so
Oh,
Whoa.
the tornado.
tornado.
You were very loud.
Okay. Let me put the mic away at a comfortable distance. Anyways, want to thank everyone for sticking with us tonight for Cyber Stun City. It's been an excellent tournament. Hope everyone enjoyed it. We're gonna go through our little ad roll, starting with the game we're playing. Go right ahead.
Yeah, this is Fantasy Strike. It is a fighting game by David Serlin. It is on Steam, PS4, and Switch. You can find us at discord.gg/fantasystrike to talk about the development of the game and follow along with all the different events and things that are going on. We got GGPO, netcode, we got cross-platform, cross-play across all platforms, and now is the best time to get into the game because it is free. You can jump in right now, play all 12 characters online, casual, online, and ranked. You can play offline against the AI and in practice mode, and if you'd like to support us, there's many things you can purchase in the shop that will enhance your Fantasy Strike experience. So go ahead and download it right now on your platform of choice.
Alright, with that said, we're going to look at a few upcoming events for Fantasy Strike. Starting with our own Stun City Cyber. You just watched it. We're done, but it's every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Or Eastern Time. That'll change soon. If you like other fighting game tournaments, we got a lineup for 4 days of the week, so right there, check it out. Our registration's posted weekly in our Discord. You can also check out info.toronto.top-tiers for links to that. Still, Northern Battles are monthly, happening August 30th. That is a Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Match Reno is set up, $75 in the pot. So far, it's a 1v1 tournament, same like the ones we do at Stun City, but with a little bit more on the line. So we hope to see fierce competition for this. Talking about fierce competition, be sure to check out Thy Pirate Kings tournaments, 3v3 weekly tournaments happening every Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Twitch.tv/Thy Pirate King. Be sure to give them a follow and join us Discord at discord.com/3FNBBE3. If you guys are itching to play more tournaments, you can check out this tournament happening tomorrow. Garden of Chaos number 10, Janet and Daniel Elizabeth Stratolch. Silly Rule Set Fantasy Strike tournaments happening on Thursdays, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. British Standard Time. Their format this week is chaotic. You can check out gardenofchaos.xyz for more information. I'll type that in chat. Gardenofchaos.xyz for the link. And this Saturday, the biggest Fantasy Strike tournament ever will be taking place. Anim Evo.
That's right. Yeah.
Go ahead, Dantas.
Oh, sorry. I thought,
No, just go
I
ahead.
thought you were going to throw it
You
to
have
me.
more to say than I do. You're the one.
Sure, yeah,
You're the
so-
head TO.
Yeah, so we got 208 players for Anime Evo on Saturday starting at 1 p.m. We're going to be streaming on 2 different streams, one here on Toronto Top Tiers 2, the other on the Thy Pirate King stream that we mentioned earlier. It's going to be insane. It is a team battle tournament. We got all the top players. We're checking it out. I see in the bracket we got Organist, we got Seaweezy, we got Aphodix, we got Rogue Yoshi, we got a bunch of others. The MKL's in there as well.
So don't
it's
forget
going to
this
be
tournament has
some
see it now.
American dollars. Yeah,
$1,000 American right there.
You found
I
one.
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah.
Got a bit the money fan. The
Yeah.
swag money fan.
$1,000 pop bonus for top 8.
Top 8
So-
payout.
Yeah.
So all you have to
We-
do
we-
is go enter the tournament, win like 6 games in a row, and you got money.
That's right. You too can make money and be a professional Fantasy Strike player, but you have to do well at Anime Evo this weekend.
You could live the high life. If I win this tournament, I won't have to work again for the next 12 months, it's so much money.
I mean, I hope you can live on. If you can live on $1,000 for 12 months, then you gotta let me know about your lifestyle.
It's not 100% payout to first place. Come on now.
You can live on eating
100% to first, 0% to anyone else. Get them out of there.
eating just McDoubles for the rest of your life.
Yeah, we're paying out 1,000 to number 1, and then 0 to the top 200 after that. So we everyone gets something.
It's actually, sorry, we should do it 99% to first, and then 1% to 137th.
Yeah, split between everybody. That's how like the state of the world is.
No.
Yeah, that's $100. That's $10.
137th place gets
Okay.
1%. Specifically that finish.
1% of 1,000 is 10. If my
That's
math
true.
is correct.
10 whole dollars. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you very much for letting me ramble again. I love to say all the words out loud, and I can't wait to do every single word I know again next week. See you later.
Yeah, be sure to follow Seaweezy. I'm pretty sure I got that right on the commentary. I'm pretty sure I got both of your...
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Seaweezy and Contest, you can follow them on their social medias. All the information's there. Want to thank everyone for joining us tonight for Fantasy Strike. And we're going to go on a little raid. See who's streaming this lovely game. Thanks to Free to Play, there's a lot now. So let's see if we can spread the poison that is Fantasy Strike to these great people playing it. Alright. Let's see, who is this person? I love how when I check a streamer, they just have ads rolling. So I have to, like, wait.
Yeah, you get to see if they're worth.
You have someone in mind? I'm curious.
I don't at the moment.
Okay, I'm just looking at the Fantasy Strike directory. I see two people with a tag Variety Versus, so I'm tempted to just host one of them. They both have that tag, so they might be playing each other. So let's go to Ryudo's channel. We're gonna give him a little raid. There's a safety man here. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week. Well, you know, we'll see you this Saturday for Anime-Evo. Let me just get the raid command in there. Let's spell their names right. This guy has a weird name. There we go. Alright, have a great night, everyone.
All right, we'll see you Saturday.
Yep, for sure.